Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Lamborghini, and we are in Washington, Pennsylvania. Actually, no, technically this is Houston, Pennsylvania, and we are at Dual Devil's Garage, and this is the Pittsburgh Cars N Coffee meet. So we got a few cars over here. It's not going to be too crazy. I'm going to pan around here. We got a couple cars over here. So actually, what I really want to see is inside Dual Devil's Garage. They got some really cool cars in there, but we're gonna get some footage of the cars here. Again, this is not gonna be a really huge meet today, but we're gonna get just some of the cars that are here. There's the Lotus Elise over there that I want to get. So all right, let's get right to it. There's a lot of cars we got here. So I don't know. I think this is an 8. No, it's an M. That's an M4. And look at that Corvette you got there. You got two really lovely Corvettes. You got a Mach 1 there, Mustang Mach 1. Oh, you got two nice looking Lotuses. So I don't see many Lotuses on the road, and nor have I got footage of them, but they're really nice looking cars. I mean, it's a very compact car, but it's got some really aggressive lines on the body. And I really love this Lotus in red too. Really stunning car. And here we go with my lights obsession. So I love the front lights on this Lotus. I think this is an Elise. I'm not 100% sure. Let's look at the interior. Ooh, very, very sporty. So look how small it is inside. So yeah, this I think is meant to be a very small and very, very quick car. I would love to drive something like this. Let me just pan back out again. Let's look at check out the brake calipers. Got the yellow calipers on there. See, I bet this is a really fast car. So right after the Lotus, what I think is an Elise, we have an Emira, and look how different the hood is. Look at the shape of the hood. And Lotus did a really nice job of making their cars are smaller and compact, but they still have very beautiful looking chassis. And look at the difference in the lights from the Elise to the Emira. Look at just how much more extravagant these lights are. I think these have to be the most beautiful lights I have seen on any car, believe it or not. And I even include like Ferrari and Lamborghini as well. Those are some gorgeous looking lights. So we'll go and do the walk around. You see the side vents over there, or the side intakes, the intake scoops. This kind of reminds me of a McLaren GT a little bit. So to be honest with you, I actually think the Red Lotus, which I think is an Elise, looks more aggressive than this one. This looks a little bit more like a McLaren GT to me. It just kind of has GT vibes from the back, and it has Artura vibes just from the side, because the McLaren Artura kind of has a similar side design. So check out, you have two beautiful Lotuses over here. You have the I think what's an Elise over there, and you have the Emira. And this car has the most beautiful lights I've seen, I think, on any car. I kid you not. Like I was saying, even some of the Ferraris and Lamborghinis that I've seen, maybe not the Revolto, I bet that probably has the best lights, but this car has the most beautiful lights I've seen on any car. But in any case, you have two nice looking Lotuses. I'm gonna kind of walk over here so I can get the what I think is an Elise. I can't get over just how awesome this car looks, being so compact. And I actually love smaller cars. I drove a GTI for a long time, and it was such a fun car to drive. To be honest with you, I drove the Aventador, and it just felt kind of big to me. Don't get me wrong, it was a great car to drive. Love that single clutch and how the whole car jerks all over the place when you drive it. I actually love that. But I just love the smaller, compact, zippy cars, and I could not imagine how much fun one would have driving this. And one day I'm going to drive a Lotus, so stay tuned for that. And here we have a Mustang Mach 1, and wow, look at how aggressive the body is. Look at how aggressive that front is. You have a very, very imposing and aggressive front on this. And the wheels actually stick out slightly on this. I love the color on this. I wonder what the name of the color is. But yeah, I like this Mustang. And very intricate design on the lights. It almost looks like it has eyelashes. It looks like a pissed off lady or something. It's just interesting. And you have the sort of the lights on the side as well as a circular light, but that is just a cool design for lights. You know, I've talked about Chevy a lot stepping the game up, and I think Ford has also stepped their game up with their Mustang. I love how you have the orange brake calipers kind of going with kind of this kind of metallic gray. It's a really nice looking car. Now check out this vintage Corvette. I'm going to guess this is a C4, and what a beautiful looking body. You know what's funny is when these first came out, I believe they were C4s. I guess when they replaced the ones from the like very early 80s, I just didn't like them because I didn't think they were as aggressive, but I love them now. I mean, this Vette in yellow is absolutely beautiful. This is a Z6. So let's go and just kind of walk around this Z6. Yeah, look at the back. It's got those retro lights on there. And while I'm back here, I'm going to go and get this Mach 1 here. And that's this Mach 1. Wow, look at the exhaust on that. Look at the size of those exhaust tips. So just back on this Mustang, this is a really aggressive, the Mach 1 is a very aggressive version of the Mustang. So right next to what I'm guessing is a C4, we have this beautiful looking C7. Look, oh wow, look at this. Just look at how much more aggressive the body is. It's got a similar shape. It's got a similar shape to the C4, but just look at the difference in just in how aggressive the chassis is. Just look at, for example, just look at the hood. Look at the scoops on the hood, and just look at how more aggressive it is. And for my sake, most importantly, the lights. Look at the lights. These are some beautiful lights, and I talked about how it looks like Chevy kind of got influenced by Lamborghini's design a little bit. Maybe not on this one. I mean, you have that curved light there, which kind of resembles kind of a Y, but it's not really a Y. And then you have these cascading lights up here. It's kind of Ferrari-esque. So again, you kind of see how Chevy is kind of getting influenced by the European market and maybe borrowing some of the design elements from the European cars, but it does it very tastefully. And definitely Chevy did a beautiful job with this Vette, and look at those calipers. Look at how the yellow brake calipers go up against that black. That is beautiful. What a stunning car. You know, I haven't gotten too many BMWs, and I just forget that these are really beautiful cars. And also BMW stepped up their game. Like even that badge, I don't remember the badge looking like that before. But let's get the, oh wow, look at the lights. Look at these lights. So it's amazing how much the BMW lights have changed over the years. I mean, I say this because I don't look at BMWs that much. It's not a knock on the car. You know, I just looked at the Ferraris and Lambos. I've been more into the sports cars, but this is such a lovely looking like sports sedan, or not sedan, coupe, sports coupe. You got the red brake calipers, and I love this. I love this car. Let's get closer over here. And for competition, look at that. But anyway, if I was just someone that just was kind of going through like a posh area or something, and I didn't want too much attention, but just wanted to like just spot a really nice ride, I could definitely see myself in this. This is a great car. You know, if you don't want to get, you know, showered with attention, like if you had a McLaren or a Lambo or something, you know, or even like get criticized for trying to compensate, if you know what I mean. This is actually a perfect car. It's just not too boastful, but it's still like a really stunning, still a beautiful car. And yeah, it's a Beamer. You can't go wrong with it. X-Drive over there, and you got the kind of carbon fiber tail in the back there. But yeah, and I just love this color too. Kind of like charcoal. You know, I can't say I'm one that looks at Boxsters much, but I just love these lights. You know, Porsche did a great job with these lights. Yeah, those are some really beautiful looking lights. Look at this Boxster in white. Ooh, this is a nice looking Boxster. Look at the red brake calipers. And I just, you know, and I guess it's the case where, like, you know, now that I've really been following cars more closely, you know, I give these cars more attention, and, you know, more attention than I normally would. Again, I used to be like a snob. I only want to see Ferraris, Lambos, McLarens, but yeah, I just love the way this Boxster looks. I love her in white with the red brake calipers. The spider in the back here. Oh, this is nice. Oh, nice Porsche there. And right next to the Porsche, look at this green Audi RS5. And I can't say I'm not certain about this, but there's something called a Daza swap, which I'll talk about a little bit. But look at this RS5. Look at those wheels. God, I just love those bronze wheels with the green. And I said it over and over again, green is such a stunning color for a car. Oh, look at that. That is nice. Look at that. The front grille, so Audi-esque. And I didn't even notice a carbon fiber elements on the side window there, or side mirrors rather. But more important, let's grab the lights. Oh, very interesting light design. Yeah, I just love how all the manufacturers are just really stepping up with the design of the lights and really just, really getting creative with the lights to make their car stand out. Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a good time. So I want to talk about this RS5 over here. I just love her in green, really stunning. But you know what? There's something called a Daza swap. That's where you take a Golf R, you take a hatchback, and you put a 5-cylinder engine in it, and then you tweak it up. Just from putting a 5-cylinder engine in it, I think it gets up to 500 horsepower. That's stage 1, and stage 2 is like 700 something. And what they call kill mode is 1,000 horsepower. There's a company in Connecticut that does that. So imagine going in a Golf R with 1,000 horsepower. That's got to be insane. But I can't remember if the RS5 has a 5-cylinder engine in it or not. If that's the car where they do the Daza swap and it's a Daza engine they use. I can't remember. But in any case, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that. But yeah, I just love this RS5. I just love the lights and I love the color on this. It's just a beautiful car. Wow. Look at the lights on this Porsche 911. I cannot get over the design of those lights. And you know what? I'm really not a Porsche fan, to be honest with you, but this is a beautiful Porsche. I just fell in love with it when I saw it coming in. I love the color on this. You have a neutral color on it, and you don't even have like colored brake calipers on it. Like even the brake calipers are neutral, but just when I saw this coming in, I was like, wow. Yeah, this is a really beautiful Porsche. 911 Carrera 4. 911 GT3 R. This is an absurdly fast Porsche. I think the GT2 is the fastest one, but I know the GT3 is also very, very fast. But look at this color. Look at this really, really like dark, like navy blue. Oh, stunning. What a lovely Porsche that is. And look at how different the lights are from the Carrera Porsche that we saw just a second ago. I just love the lights. I think I have a light fetish. But look at the front of that Porsche. Very aggressive looking, and even look at the hood and the vents on the hood. So continuing with my fetish of lights, check out these lights on this R8 here. I think R8 Spider. Well, first let's check out the grille. Yeah, when you stand back, you can really appreciate just how beautiful these lights are and how the lights are kind of pointed downward, so it almost gives the impression like the car's angry. Like these are the eyes of the car, and the car just looks really, really angry. Oh, that's a beautiful R8. I would love to drive one of these. So I believe it has the same engine as a Lamborghini Huracan. So the Huracan uses the same engine as the R8, and it's got that loud growling V10 in it. But yeah, beautiful. And it's got the red brake calipers. Yeah, lovely car. Now this has got to be one of the most beautiful green colors I've seen on any car, actually, especially a BMW. Oh, look at that front. Look at the red accents on this. This has got to be one of the most beautiful Beamers I have seen. This matte green is absolutely sick. Oh, and look at the lights. Oh, I am in love with these lights. Look at that. Wow. Get the front again. I love those like kind of, actually I think those are orange accents, and look at the carbon fiber elements on the hood there. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. I think if I get it from this side, maybe it's a little bit better. It's a little dark out, so I guess the camera work is not, my phone's not doing this car justice in terms of the color, but oh, I love that color on that car. Wow. Hey everyone, hope you're all having a good time. So we just got all those cars in the background over there lined up against Dual Devil's garage there, and we also got these Porsches over here and that Beamer over there, and then we got these two lovely cars over here. So we got a whole bunch of cars in the background over there in that parking lot, and the more cars coming in. So let's keep rolling. So check out this Corvette C8. Oh, I just love dark blue. It's funny because you see so many cars that are like, really like kind of bright colors, but the dark blue is just really beautiful. Look at that. Hey, so I just want to talk about this Vet here, which I believe is a C8. I just love a dark blue. And you know what? I was watching some video about McLarens and even about how the McLarens are going with the darker colors, and they're actually trying to show off their 720Ss in like really dark, like dark purple or just darker colors in general. And it looks like Chevy's doing the same thing here, because typically, I mean, at least in the 80s and maybe early 90s, I saw a lot of cars that had like the really bright colors, and then we talked about how the cops will always go for the bright colored cars. So here you have a darker colored Vet here, and it just looks absolutely stunning. And I'm gonna pull around here, looking at the knocker duct over there, or just a side vent. Very beautiful design. I mean, I admit I kind of like the front end Vets. I like the C7s or C6s a little bit better, but I mean, this is beautiful, and the interior is also great too. But windows closed, but that's okay. So let's keep rolling. So I got a bit engrossed in conversation, and before that, my mouth just dropped when I saw this gorgeous 71 Challenger. Oh, look at this. Wow, look at that stripe. Oh, this is so 70s-esque. And you know what's funny is that I was an exotic car snob for the longest time. And you know what? Screw it. I'm not even going to give the narration here. Let's just take a look at this Challenger. Oh, look at those door handles. Very similar to the Di Tommaso Pantera. Oh, look at the wing. Oh my goodness. This is a stunner. Absolute stunner. Not bad parked next to the Vet too. This is kind of what I love about these events. Let me pan back out here. You got the new school Vet, and you got the old school Dodge right next to each other, and you got a Mopar and you got a Chevy. That's what's so awesome about these events. So anyway, continuing with what I was saying is that I used to be an exotic car snob for a long time, and I grew up falling in love with the Lamborghini Countach, and then from there I just loved the Lamborghinis. I was always a Lamborghini fanboy. I still am. But as I progressed with my YouTube channel, I kind of got more into classics, because honestly the classic cars were hitting my channel a lot more. And then I went to more classic car events, and I really began to appreciate them, and now I absolutely love them. So even here, there's a lot of nice cars here. I mean, back there you got those Lotuses, and you got some Beamers that look nice, but this thing, when I saw this, I just got like a hit of nostalgia. Even though it's like, I don't know if you want to call it nostalgia, but just something just hit when I saw this. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. I just love the front of this car. I just love, I don't know, I'm at a loss of words, but yeah, I guess what I was saying was I just really started to fall in love with the classics. Now I am in love with the classics, and I really appreciate them a lot more. And I talked to the owner for a long time. Very, very nice guy, really chill guy, and and his girl too, very nice people. And what really impresses me is the knowledge that the owners have about these cars. I mean, I'm still learning about cars, even though I've been in the cars for so long. I'm still learning. It's a learning process for me. But anyway, just want to talk about this awesome Challenger here. Oh gosh, I feel so goofy and embarrassed admitting this. Sometimes I mix up Chargers and Challengers. I don't know why I do that, but anyway, what the owner and I were discussing about these events, what we love is that we love all cars, and I just kind of want to draw on that point a little more. So you have the C8 Corvette over here, a modern sports car. You got, this gorgeous Challenger here, 71 Challenger. And you have this like Toyota here in the beautiful bright blue. It's just so cool that we can all come together and just appreciate cars in general. And then don't let me forget, look at this Alfa Romeo. Look at the color on this Alfa Romeo. Oh my goodness. So this is the Alfa Romeo Stelvio. That's got to be one of those beautiful colors I have seen on an SUV. Oh, look at that. So let's just kind of continue along here. So I'm just going to go and get all the cars in this row here. Just a cool variety of cars. And you got the Maserati. Is that a Quattraport? And, oh, look at this. Ooh. Oh, wow. Look at that Acura. Acura Integra. Wow. Oh, I love that. So here you have a vintage Acura Integra. Oh, look at that. Look at those lights. That's so straight retro. Let's kind of go around her and take a look. So Oh, the inside is very sporty. Look at that. Oh, I bet this is a fun car to drive. And I love kind of the spoiler at the back here of this. Just perfect. Just perfect. It's not overdone, not overkill at all. It's just perfect. But I just love this Integra in white. You know what's really funny is, as a YouTuber, just my taste in cars has grown so much that I'm just kind of all over the place. Like, I don't think I would ever have gone crazy over this Acura, but now I am. I'm just crazy about this car. I mean, first I was talking about that beautiful Dodge over there, that, the 70s Dodge that was absolutely gorgeous, and now I'm looking at this Integra. It's like I'm all over the place. I just love cars, and I think if you're someone that loves cars, you got to come to these events and also follow my channel too. Never in my life, or my YouTube career have I ever seen a Lada Niva Jeep. Never. And I've been to quite a bit of shows now. And, I went to the that Run to the Sun show that pretty much had like almost every single kind of older classic car you can imagine. But I've never seen this. Never seen a Lada Niva before. Look at this. In green too. Look at that. And this looks like something from maybe the early 80s. I'm guessing. I'll have to take a look. Look at that interior. Yeah, that is such a beautiful Jeep. But let's kind of do a general pan, so we just kind of get an idea of the cars here. So we got through that row there, and got a number of cars over here. I'm not going to get too much detail. Just probably just do a general overview. So here you have a Hyundai Veloster. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. Look at the wheels on this. This is a nice looking car in red, and love those wheels too. Very, very lovely. Now these are some impressive lights. Look at the design element. Look at the design of these lights. Look how intricate this is. So I mentioned at the I think it was a DC auto show, one of the auto shows. Yeah, I think it was a DC one, how Hyundai has really stepped up their game. I think this is an older, I wouldn't say older, but not the newest Hyundai. I'll have to look it up, but yeah, Hyundai has stepped their game up quite a bit. Like, those lights are just stunning, and I love those wheels. But yeah, this a nice little hatch here. Ooh, look at this beautiful vintage or retro Corvette here. I think that's a C4. Oh, I love that dark blue with the red brake calipers. That is nice. And then let's come back here. Look at the vents. This can't be OEM. Look at those vents on the hood there. Oh, that is a stunner. Right next to the Hyundai too. Look at that. And next you have a beautiful modern Mustang 5-liter. Look at those brake calipers. Kind of the dark blue calipers. Very nice. Now this is something special. First, look at these beautiful lights on this retro 911 here. Oh my goodness, that is stunning. Look at that color and look at those wheels. This has got to be one of those beautiful 911s I've seen. Let's kind of walk around her, see if I can keep the car in frame. Look at that spoiler. That is such a vintage spoiler. 911 Carrera RS. Oh, that is beautiful. I am jealous of the owner. What can I say? All right, something very strange is going on here, because you have this Corvette over here, you have this Dodge over here, and you had a what was that? A Toyota over there. But now, look at what I found. Look at this DeLorean. Oh my goodness. Absolutely stunning. I never would have thought I would see a DeLorean here. Never. Look at those doors. Oh my goodness gracious. And I have never in my life seen the interior of a DeLorean. Oh, look at that. Oh, I was joking with the owner, so I gotta call him Marty McFly. He probably gets that joke a lot. There we go. Wow. So YouTubers, this is the engine of a DeLorean, and it's turbocharged, a turbocharged DeLorean. I am so glad that I came down here. Man, yes, timeless, that's perfect. Wow, I kind of misread that, but Time LSS. Yeah, timeless, that's what it is. But that is one beautiful DeLorean. Just when I thought I had enough footage, I don't have enough footage. I'm just gonna go here and pan around here. Oh my God. Look at this, look at this. You got the Corvette, you got the Dodge, you got the DeLorean. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? This is why you guys gotta come to Cars and Coffee. You have to. Look at the variety of cars you see here. Guys, you are not gonna believe this. You are not gonna see what I'm talking about here. Oh my God. A Murcielago. We saw something like this at Annapolis, Maryland. Oh, look at this car. Oh my God, look at those mirrors. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful car. Guys, I am so glad I came out for this. Hey, what's up, my fellow YouTubers? So just look at that. Look at that. I am so glad I came down here. Again, this is why you guys had to come out to Cars and Coffee. Definitely come out to Pittsburgh Cars and Coffee. Even though this is not even the Warrington event, who cares? Or was it Warrendale? I don't even know, but who cares? Look at this Merce. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous Merce here that I happened to come across, all because I came out to this event. Oh, I'm in love. I'm totally in love. So you know what? More importantly, you guys gotta follow my channel, because this is the kind of content you're gonna see. So follow me. Look at those lights. Oh God, look at those lights. Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love, guys. What can I say? This is what love looks like. So one thing I really want to talk about with this Murcielago, now that I've kind of gathered my composure, is just look at how the windows line up with the, with the windshield. Look at how everything lines up so beautifully, on this roadster. So I guess this is what you call a roadster. Let me back out a little bit. So that's kind of what I want to draw attention to, is just how everything lines up, just the angles, of the roadster. It's just beautiful. So I got a little carried away with that Murcielago, but let's not forget the Beamers here. And look at these colors here. You got this kind of a darker blue and a lighter blue right next to each other. You got an M4 and an M2. And I love this color. Oh, sorry, man. Look at that. And they look beautiful together. Look at that. And back on my light fetish. Look at these lights on this Alfa Romeo. Look at those. Those are beautifully designed lights. And you know what's funny? I hate to say it, I kind of sometimes mistake Alfa Romeos for BMWs and vice versa, because they both are kind of boxy. But oh, this is nice. Look at this. Look at the wheels here. You got the carbon fiber on the mirror there, on the side mirror. And this is a Giulia, Alfa Romeo Giulia, very, very lovely. And last but not least, you have a BMW M2 here in white. So let's kind of go through this whole row here. I'm going to try and get that Cooper afterwards. So going to have these four cars over here. And I just love these two blue Beamers parked next to each other. That's sweet.
What's funny is you drive this thing like you didn't steal it. This thing gets 40 miles to the gallon on the highway.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's a 6-speed.
I probably drive it like I stole it, man. It looks like a fast little car.
Too.
Yeah.
No, it goes, but it's naturally aspirated. It's only 120 horsepower.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Look at the interior of this. So this is a Mini Coupe here. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's a Clubman.
What's it called? I'm sorry?
Mini Cooper Clubman.
Mini Cooper Clubman. I've never heard of that. And this one actually does look different. Let's first talk about this dash here. Look at this.
It's actually aircraft inspired.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then if you look up top, you've got the switches up there too.
Yep.
And that does the sunroof.
Sunroof,
and the
yeah.
interior lighting.
Oh wow! All right.
You have the toggle switches too, right?
Yeah, I have never seen such a huge, such a large oval speedometer there.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen something like that.
Everybody gets a kick out of it.
Yeah, that is something else. So if you look at this coupe here, you notice how the back is a little bit more elongated. That's kind of why I wanted to get the car. I'm like, this doesn't look like a normal Mini Coupe. And owner was just saying, you have the Warner ladders, the really big 22-foot ladders. He can fit an entire ladder in this. And this is not like an overly huge car, but it's like perfect. It's like, it's big enough where you can fit a ladder in it, but it's still small enough where it looks like a really sporty compact. So let's look at the inside here. Look at this. Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, it's pretty roomy in here. Look at.
Diagonally.
Yeah, diagonally. So it's actually pretty roomy in here. There's that's a decent amount of room, like from back here. You see my finger back over here, all the way to the front. Like that speedometer actually looks kind of small from back here. So let me zoom in on that. If I 3 times. So just look at the size of that speedometer. That is the coolest thing. I have never seen that in any car, actually. And I've seen a lot of interiors. You guys who follow my channel know how much I love interiors and my fetish for front lights and everything too. But I've never seen something like that. Look at this. Look at these doors. You got the freaking 3-window coupe doors, kind of like the suicide doors. You see these, the doors open them like the sorry, like the on the Rolls Royce. You see them, the doors open up like this, and also on the Ford 3-window coupe, the doors open up like that. That is so cool. Yeah, suicide doors to get in the back. Sorry for the, it's a little crammed up in there, but you guys get the point. Look at this. Let me pan out there. Yeah, that's probably a really better shot of it. You have the back doors open. You got the suicide doors open. So this is probably a perfect shot of this Mini Coupe. What's it called again?
It's a Cooper Clubman.
This is the Cooper Clubman. So I've never 2012 Cooper Clubman. I have never in my life seen this. So this is great to come out here and see this. One other thing, I didn't even notice how, like the way these back doors open. Right. It's kind of like you have like it kind of opens over the lights. I didn't even notice that. That's a cool other. Yup. That is so cool. When you open the door. Yeah, and it kind of opens right over the lights. That is such a cool feature about this. Yeah. Just a unique feature about this car. So I'm gonna try to get the rest of these cars here, but first I want to get that they got the Merc with the door up, so I want to get that. Oh God, I can't get over this Murcielago. I'm just in love with it. So I know I've gotten a lot of footage of this car, but I just want to get it with the door up. Let me go. Now I'm out. Let's walk around here. So now with the door up, you can kind of get the inside a little more, and just look at how simplistic it looks compared to the Aventador. I mean, it's still beautiful, and you have the Lamborghini badging right on the console there. Very different from the Aventador. Let's kind of back out here. Yeah, the Murcielago is an absolutely beautiful car. And check out this Mazda MX-5. Look at that. Look at the spoiler on the back of it. Just changes the whole dynamic of the car. Oh, look at this. Wow. It's small, it's compact, but it's still beefy and aggressive looking. So right next to the Merc, you got this green Mustang. Look at this. Beautiful. And look at the front. I love the front of this Mustang. It's just so, it's basic, but it's just, it does its job. The car, it's like the car's looking right at you, because those lights are just right at you. There's nothing really complicated or fancy about those lights. It's just simplistic and beautiful. Oh, love that green. So here's the back of it. Yeah, good old Mustang. So this Mustang over here is supposedly one of 5,000. May not be an exact number, but it's a very low number of cars that were made. So one of 5,000 or less than that, who knows? But I love this beautiful Bullet Mustang. So let's get the rest of these. So we got this Bullet Mustang. We talked about the Merc already. Hey, look at this Corvette Z6 here. Look at this. Oh, look at those lights. Let's get the lights. Ooh, I love those retro lights. So let's get this Z6 here. Oh, what a beautiful color. Look at that. We got Mustang, Merc, Z6, and a C7. Or sorry, C8. C8, I think. Yeah, sorry for the pause there. I was just trying to see if you hear what car that was, but this is a beautiful blue color here. So you got the C8, you got an Acura right there, And I think a C4. Look at this. Ooh. Ooh, I like that C4. I like that color too. Boy, that's looking really good in neutral. And then you got a Chevelle. Oh. This is why you guys have to come out to Cars and Coffee. Not only how beautiful the cars are, like this gorgeous maroon Chevelle, but just a variety of cars. I just love how way in the background you can see the jackknife door on the Murcielago, and then, you know, right in front of me is a Chevelle. So you just like, you know, just the best of all worlds basically. Now look at the stunning interior of this beautiful Pontiac Bonneville. Looks beautiful in front of Dollar General, right? With Dollar General in the background. All right, bad joke, but look at this Bonneville. Wow. Look at how elongated the back of the car is. It just goes to show how the cars of the late 60s and early 70s were just meant to be big and meant to be imposing. And I just love how like the back wheel is covered up a little bit as part of the design. Look at the front of this. Oh my goodness. I just love how you have that Pontiac emblem right in the front and the lights are just looking right at you. This is absolutely beautiful. Oh man. What a beautiful car, and gorgeous in red too. Now this has got to be one of the meanest Toyotas I've ever seen. I believe that's a Supra. Oh, look at that body. Oh my goodness, look at the spoiler on that. Look at the wheels. Look at the paint. Or is that a wrap? I can't tell. I think that might be a wrap, but what a beautiful car this is. Look at this. Wow. So it looks like the cars are starting to leave now, so I'm going to try and get what I can. And I really want to get this matte BMW. This matte black M4. Look at this. Look at those lights. I love the BMW lights, and I love this matte color. My goodness. Oh, this is a stunner. Let's walk around her. Got some of the carbon fiber elements on the side mirrors there. Oh, we got the blue. Look at that. The sort of blue exhaust tips. Look at this. Oh, that is a stunner. So right next to this Challenger, this beautiful Challenger, look at this Camaro. Look at that Camaro. Wow, look at the engine on this.
Well, I didn't bring that. I was just there as a spectator. But
oh, that is something else. Look at the front of this too.
What people want to do, but there was a 70 Challenger, and the guy had the whole thing gutted with a Hellcat motor and dropped on motor.
That is one gorgeous Camaro. Hey, hope everyone's having a good time. Boy, amazing cars here. So back to this Lada Niva here. So this is Russian. I didn't know that. So I was talking to, I guess someone who works at the garage here, and he had mentioned, I guess it belongs to someone. It's somehow linked to the garage. But in any case, yeah, this is a Russian car. Isn't that amazing? The first thing I thought of was a Moskvich, and the Moskvich was a car used by Soviet royalty, or Soviet, I guess KGB or the Soviets, and it was considered one of the government cars. But anyway, yeah. So this is a Russian Jeep here. So very cool to see. So look at this. You have 3 Lotuses here. Look at that. Yeah, Lotuses are really beautiful cars. They really are. So earlier on, there were just 2 of these. You just had the Elise and the Emira. So now you have 2 Emiras and 1 Elise, which I think is Elise. I hope I'm right about that. But yeah, they're beautiful. Red, white, and black too. Hey everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and do my wrap up now. And I'm actually going to go inside Dual Devil's garage and try to get some footage of the cars in there. But wow, I'm so glad I came to this. I was not certain how many cars we're going to show, just because of the weather, and I just really didn't know how many cars we're going to show, to be honest with you. But I'm really impressed with what I saw today, and I'm really so glad that I came out, and just great to meet some really cool people, very knowledgeable people. And you know, again, you guys definitely got to follow my channel if you love cars, and I'm talking like all kinds of cars. You know, these car and coffee events, you typically see a very wide variety of cars. So Oh gosh, my hands are getting really cold here, so sorry about that. But anyway, if you guys like the content, go ahead, hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hey everybody, I'm Lamborghini, and we are at Dual Devil's Garage. So just got done, just kind of wrapped up the Cars and Coffee meet. So now we're gonna go inside and check out some of the cars inside Dual Devil's Garage. Let's get to it. It's a Cadillac CT5.
I was convinced that
Ooh, look at the interior, wow. Check out that R8 with the red brake calipers. And that is one beautiful, pristine Datsun. Oh, look at that, wow. Yeah, this has got to be one of the most beautiful and pristine Datsuns I've ever seen. Oh, wow. And most importantly, this is the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix car. Look at this, wow. What a stunning car. Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm inside Dual Devil's Garage, and what a collection of cars they have. So right behind me is the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix car. I believe that's a Ford GT40. And look how beautiful it looks. And there's just in the background you can see that Datsun that we got, and then there's an Audi R8 there as well too. So you have a really nice collection of cars here. And then behind me, we got a couple of classics that we're going to get to. So yeah, this is a really cool place. If you guys are ever in the, kind of Houston, kind of Washington, PA area, you definitely got to come to this place, especially if you're a car fan. Wow, so this is a Mercury. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness, Mercury station wagon, look at this. This is a Mercury commuter. Oh, what a stunner. Yeah, if I make a video short of this one, it is guaranteed to get a lot of hits. Wow, look how much room is in there too. Oh my God. That has got to be one of the most beautiful dashes I've ever seen. Look at that. Look at what we have here, a Plymouth Fury. So I believe this is the Christine car. Not the exact one, but you know what I'm saying. Oh my God. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious. Boy, no wonder Arnie Cunningham fell in love and went crazy. The funny thing is, I don't think I've ever seen these at any event that I've been to. Oh wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, so check it out. So right behind me is a 1960 Mercury commuter, and then just back behind that is a 1960 Plymouth Fury. And that's the same, I think that's the same car, I believe that's the same model car that was in the movie Christine. So you definitely get those Christine vibes, but two beautiful, stunning cars. So just so great that I came here. So check out this beautiful, gorgeous, stunning 1960 Plymouth Fury. So just one little correction. So the car in Christine was a 1958 Plymouth Fury. This is a 1960 Plymouth Fury, but it is the same kind of car. But just look at how beautiful that Plymouth Fury looks. And just look at the lines, look at the body paneling. And I've never seen any of these. This is what I love about going to car events, that almost, I can swear, like every single time I go to an event, I see something I've never seen before. I've never seen that Russian Lada. I've never seen those before, and I've never seen a Plymouth Fury, as crazy as it sounds. But look at this beautiful Plymouth Plymouth Fury. Eat your heart out, guys. Hey, what's up, everyone? So it's official. I'm in love with this place. You wanna know why? Look at all those pinball machines. So I don't think you guys knew this about me, but I love pinball. Maybe that's the next thing I love, you know, running up to cars is pinball machines. And I love pinball. Look at all those pinball machines. And I'm just gonna kind of walk along so you can just see like what pinball machines we have here. But this is absolutely awesome. I absolutely have to come back here again. Oh, I am absolutely in love. Look at it's even more machines too. I didn't even notice that. Look at that. Wow. So I could spend a whole entire day here. So let me kind of pan around here. But yeah, what I was saying was I could spend a whole day here, definitely, just playing the pinball machines. It's funny because in Delaware they actually have a place where it's a whole room full of pinball machines there, and I could just, you know, if I wasn't so occupied by my YouTube channel, I could just go ahead and spend all day playing pinball. But just one other feature of this place I wanted to show. Not sure if I'm allowed to get footage or not, but in any case, this place is awesome. And Dual Devil's Garage, you guys got to come down here. So not only do you have all these awesome pinball machines here, you got Gallagher and Pac-Man, or Cubert and Pac-Man. I loved Cubert back in the day. You got cornhole too, look at that. This has got to be such a fun place to go to. And I definitely want to come back here again. I want to hang out in the Washington area because it's beautiful here. And I want to maybe come here, spend some time here, play some pinball, you know, play a little bit of, I think it was a foosball or something, play some foosball too, and then play some cornhole too. Awesome. Yeah, I cannot believe how amazing this place is. So this is the upstairs. So continuing with what I was saying, this place is absolutely awesome. And here you have I think it's a Chevy Bel Air wagon, I believe. But you have a whole like section of cars up on this level too. So look at, you got the Bel Air wagon, you got a Camaro, I think, and you got this Mustang here. And you got more cars too. So absolutely amazing. So check out this Chevy Bel Air, and I gotta get the inside of this. Just wait till you see it. Oh, look at that dash, wow. So again, YouTubers, Dual Devil's Garage. You guys have to come here. And I'm just gonna pan over these cars real quick. So you got the Mustang here. You got the Chevelle. Another Mustang. Oh, look at this, wow. And you got an Audi R8 GT. I don't think I've seen one of those before. I've seen R8s before. Look at that. And then you got a Porsche right next to that one. Really nice. Just gonna do a general pan here. Look at that, got the Fox body. Look at this. Oh, you got a Bug right next to that one. Look at that Bug. Oh my goodness, what in the hell is that thing? Oh my lord.
I don't know if it's still the case, but for a long, long time, those cars held the
You got the Trans Am.
sports car.
Oh wow, look at that. And you got the Benz. Wow, what an amazing place this is. Absolutely amazing. And then we are back to square one here with the Bel Air. Look at that. What a place. You know, I don't know what kind of car this is, but this is going to be one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely beautiful. Here's the inside. All right, fresh. So again, this is the upstairs of Dual Devil's Garage, and this is so impressive. All the cars they have over here. So yeah, this place is amazing. I mean, for me, this place is like heaven, because you got the cars and you also got the pinball downstairs too, and you got that, oh, look at that menacing, is that a Studebaker? I don't even know, I have to ask them, but yeah, this place is absolutely amazing. And you guys, absolutely, if you're in the area, if you're ever kind of like in the Houston, PA or Washington, PA area, you have to come to Dual Devil's Garage. This place is absolutely stunning. So my fellow YouTubers, I have a coffee and espresso with a Danish. I'm gonna be bouncing off the walls here, my friends. Bouncing off the walls. And I'm already bouncing off the walls. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Mr. Guinea. I provide car content. I cover classics, exotics, custom cars, all kinds of cars. You definitely want to follow my channel. So anyway, just got done kind of moseying around Dual Devil's Garage, and I have to say this place is absolutely amazing. They have an amazing car collection, some really, really cool cars, lower level and upper level. They have a beautiful interior, pretty wide open. They have like a tap room so you can get some drinks, and there was a spot for coffee. I had a delicious, really delicious coffee with espresso and also a Danish. And then they also have pinball. There's like a whole row of pinball machines here. And they also have some cornholes here, and I absolutely love pinball. I love pinball my whole life, so I'm already in love with this place. I absolutely want to come here again. But they also had a Cars and Coffee event, and they hold their Pittsburgh Car and Coffee events here, I think like bi-weekly. So you guys, I think regardless of whether you go to the Car and Coffee events or not, you definitely want to check out Dual Devil's Garage, because it really is a cool spot. And the general manager, one of the guys I spoke to, is a very, very cool guy. And he allowed me to get the footage, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, I would say, first off, you definitely want to go to Pittsburgh Cars N Coffee. They have some great, great cars here and really cool people I got to learn a lot from. And then, regardless, you definitely want to go to Dual Devil's Garage in Houston, Pennsylvania. This place is really, really cool. Like I said, they have some really cool cars here. They have a really wide open game room for cornhole and pinball. Then they also have a really cool tap room, and it's just a really great interior and a great atmosphere and vibe. So again, Dual Devil's Garage, check it out. If you like my content, go ahead, hit like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.